layout for you using this sketch from Scrapbook Generations. And I pulled this sketch out specifically because there was this paper in this collection here that's over there on the left hand side, and I'm actually going to use the same paper on the right, that has a very big scene. And if you take a look at the sketch itself, it also calls for a paper, I think it's an 8x6 piece of paper that has a scene on it as well. And so I thought it was perfect for this particular layout. Now I go ahead and cover up the left side of the right side of the layouts because I don't need two of the scenes, and I really wanted that dark blue paper. It's like a polka dotted paper, and I like the way that it looked. So I do cover it up with the two photos on the bottom, but I leave the top part open, and I'm going to end up putting my title there. And so I think that it works perfectly with just that little bit of swirlies that are on it. Now the sketch does call for smaller photos on the left hand side, but I wanted to make mine just a little bit bigger simply because the design element on the paper went all the way to the far left hand side, whereas the sketch, there's probably maybe an inch or so that is a white space. I decided just to make my photos bigger to fill in that space there. This layout came together super quickly because that paper was designed on the left hand side. There really wasn't much that I had to do over there. This paper is super old. It's from Best Creations, which I don't think is still designing paper, but what I love so much about this paper is that everything on the left hand side is glitter. Like there is glitter on the planet and on the ring, on the robots, on the word blast off, on every piece over there is glitter. And I love that about this collection because it's hard to find glittery paper that's boyish, and this paper is perfect. So I really liked that big piece of paper, and I didn't want to use it so that I wouldn't be able to use it on the layout. I went ahead and gutted the center of the paper and used that to back one of my photos there. I just needed something to set that off. So these photos are from the Strawberry Festival this year, which is a local fair that comes to town. And this ride that the boys are on is called Cliffhanger. And even though it's not outer space or space themed, I thought that it went well with the photos itself. So I like the way that it looks there. So what I decided to do was beef up that scene on the left hand side. So I go ahead and add a couple of the stickers from the sticker sheet. Some of them I put down flat, some of them I added up on pop dots or fun foam just to give them a little bit more dimension. And I just really like the way that that turned out. It really filled in that left hand side. This collection also came with sticker sheets, so I went ahead and used all three of the smaller sticker sheets to add in the word Strawberry Festival in a smaller, and then I add the Cliffhanger, which is the name of the ride, up there at the top. Now I know that I spell Cliffhanger wrong in here, and it's so funny because I remember writing Cliffhanger and looking at it several times going, that doesn't look right, but then just leaving it. And then I take the video and I'm working through the video and I'm like, that doesn't look right, and I still leave it. And it isn't until I go to work on taking the photos to add to the video that I look at it again and go, that's just not right. So it is in the photos that I spelled it correctly. So I hope that you guys take that. I'm sure that you guys have all had a time where it's you look at something and you're like, I don't know if that's spelled right or not. So tell me below, have you guys ever had something where you're like looking at it going over and over again, whether it's spelled correctly or not? Sometimes I've had it where I have spelled them correctly and I'm like, I don't know if that looks right. So tell me below, give me guys some of your ideas. I like to hear those funny stories and enjoy that with this hobby here. So here is my final layout as well as some close-ups. If you guys enjoyed this video, if you wouldn't mind giving me a thumbs up, I'd really appreciate it. If you haven't done so already and you want to see more double page layouts, make sure you hit that subscribe button because that's all you're going to get on my channel. Thanks everyone for watching, and I hope that you have a scrappy day.